first of all, we already studied in 15.6, okay? In 15.6, we studied the properties of the parallelogram. And we know that the properties of parallelogram, opposite sides are parallel. So these are parallel, and these two are parallel, okay? And we know that the opposite sides are equal. So means this one here is equal to this one here, and this one here is equal to this one here. And opposite angles are equal, means this one here is equal to that one here, and this angle here is equal to that angle here. And the last one, the angles here bisect on each other, okay? So means this from, let's say, from B to E, okay, or from B to D is bisecting from C to E. Means this one here is equal to this one, and this one here is equal to that one. So do you see all of these properties of the parallelogram that we learned in 15.7? So these properties, the 4 properties that I have here, it's working here, and it's working here, and it's working also here. So it's working for the rectangle, it's working for the rhombus, it's working for the square. So as you can see here, rectangle, so just to summarize, rectangle, rhombus, square, do all of them has opposite pair of parallel lines? Yes. Do all of them have sides are equal? Yes, opposite sides are equal. Do all of them opposite angle are equal? Yes. Do all the diagonals bisect each other? Yes. So if you can check here, if you want to check what I'm saying, check this one. Here, opposite side are parallel, opposite side are parallel, opposite side parallel. Look to the graph. All the opposite side are parallel. Okay? Now, the second one here, which is opposite side are congruent. Are the opposite side are congruent? Yes. So this one is congruent to this one congruent to this one, and this side is congruent to this one side here. So as you can see, all the side also are let's say opposite side are congruent. Okay, the same thing here. Angles, so as you can see here, this one is equal to this one is equal to this one is equal to this one, and that one is equal to this angle. Same thing with the square, so the opposite side always congruent. Okay, and the last one here is the diagonals bisect on each other. So this diagonal from here to here is bisect on this one from this one. Same thing here, this one is bisect on this one and this one. This one here is bisect on the opposite one, and this one is opposite congruent to this one. Okay, so now maybe the student now they, let's say, understand that all the properties for rectangle, rhombus, and square, all the properties for the parallelogram, it's the same for the rectangle, rhombus, and square. Okay, teacher, so what's the difference? Okay, what is the difference between all of them? Now, if you are understanding the shapes, the concept, you will know what is the difference. Now, focus now on the 2 points here. So as you can see, the rectangle, each angle is equal to 90. Means this one here is 90. This one here is 90. This one here is 90. Okay, this one here is 90. Okay, and diagonals, okay, let me change the color. Okay, let me do it in the purple one. And the diagonals are congruent. Okay, means from B to A, it's, let's say, from B to A is equal 10. So from C to A also should equal 10. Okay, so this one is what the rectangle, let's say, can be, you can differentiate by. Okay, and as you can see, the angle, okay, the angle that's made from here, this angle here is not, okay, right angle. Okay, this one here is not right angle, so that's mean it's not perpendicular bisector. Okay, so keep it in your mind. So this is what the rectangle can you can understand about rectangle. This is the difference between the rectangle and the rhombus and the square. Okay, how about the rhombus? What's the difference between the rhombus and the square and the rectangle? If you look here, all 4 sides are equal. Mean this one here is equal to this one here. And also is equal to this one here, and also is equal to this one here. So if this one here is 5, this one here is 5, this one here also is 5, this one is 5. This is what I told you, rhombus and square, they have all the sides are equal. Now the diagonals, let me change the color, diagonals are perpendicular. So the diagonals, as you can see, this one here from here to here, it's 90. So this one, okay, it's perpendicular on this one. Okay, so also I can say that diagonals, okay, diagonals, okay, diagonals, okay, are not equal. Means when I ask you, is this side here is equal to this side from here to here? No, they are not equal, but they are forming a 90 degree. Okay, now the last one is the square. Check the square. Now the square, it has the same as the rectangle. Okay, it has a 90 degree, and also all the diagonals are congruent. Also it has the rhombus things, which is all four sides are equal, and it also has diagonals perpendicular in each other. So what's the difference between, how can I differentiate between square, rhombus and rectangle? So you can differentiate between them, okay, by these 4 points that I represent here, E and F. Okay, if E and F is happen, so for sure E and F here will be different than this. So if you know the difference between the rhombus and rectangle, you know that if all of these happen, that's mean this one is a square. If the last two are not here, so this one is a square, a rectangle. If this two properties are not here, so that's mean we're talking about the rhombus. Okay, again, if the last two things here is not here, so if you now check these properties, these represent what? Represent the rectangle. Okay, but if these two not here, so as you can see, this property represent what? The rhombus. Okay, I hope now you understand, and you see now the difference between the rhombus, rectangle, and square. Okay, if you have any question, please ask me. Now let's go here to the questions to differentiate between them. Now the first question here is prove that if one pair of consecutive sides are parallelogram. Okay, so let's prove this one. Prove if one pair of consecutive sides, so let's say this one here, also consecutive sides means this one here, okay, and this one here, or he's saying this one here, okay, or this one here and this one here, or this one here and with this one here, or another one if he's this one and this one. Consecutive angle means same, okay, same side, okay, which is they are adjacent. So now let's check here. One pair of consecutive sides of parallelogram are congruent, then it's a rhombus. We know that the rhombus, okay, this one 4, this one's 4, this one should be 4, this one sure. So if all sides are equal, so this is a rhombus. If one side is not equal, so this is not a rhombus, right? Yes. Now look to this one. Given that we know using the lines here, so this line here show me this one here is equal to this one here. Okay, so this one is, okay, this is a rhombus. Why this one is a rhombus? Because the same side, okay, same side are congruent. Okay, and we know that if the same sides are congruent, so this one should be a rhombus. Okay, next question here. Now use the given information to determine whether the quadrilateral is necessarily a rectangle and explain why. Now it's saying here, given that this one here, okay, EF, it's saying EF is congruent to GF. So this one here is congruent to this one here. EF is congruent to GF, and it's saying FG is congruent to HE. FG is congruent to HE, and it's saying here FH So FH from here to here is congruent to GE. It's congruent to GE. This one here. I think in this equation there is a mistake. Okay, I think there is a mistake. This equation here, he should mention not GF. I think he should mention here. Let me change this one. This one should mention GH because he's asking to prove the rectangle. So as you know that the opposite side always are equal. Okay, so now how we can prove this one? Yes, okay, yes, this is a rectangle, okay, because we can just say because opposite, okay, opposite side are equal, okay, and we know that opposite sides are equal also on the rhombus and the square. But what the thing that differentiate or the specialize for the rectangle? The thing that the diagonals, okay, and also the diagonals, okay, diagonals are equal. In the rhombus, we know that in the rhombus, we know the diagonals, this one here is not congruent to this one here. The yellow one is greater. But in the rectangle, as you can see, this one here is equal to this one here. So this is how what differentiate the rectangle from the rhombus. Okay, now given here angle FEG is equal 45. FEG. So FEG, so it's talking about this angle here, is equal 45. Now and GEH, okay, so he's talking about, let me change the color. So he's talking about this angle here. This one here is equal 50. Now, if the angle E 45, so angle E is equal 45 plus 50, which is equal 95. So is this one a rectangle if this angle is given? No, it's not. Okay, it's not rectangle because one of the we can just let me just say it, because one of the properties of the rectangle, it should has 90-degree angle for all sides. Okay, 90 degree, not 95. Okay, here determine if the conclusion is valid. If not, tell what additional information is needed to make it valid. So as you can see here, I have this shape here. Okay, so from the given information, it's saying a triangle, angle ABC, angle ABC. So from here, okay, from here to here, from A to BC. So all of that is a right angle. Means this one here is a right angle. This one here, right angle, means this one is 90. Okay, so it's saying ABCD is a rectangle. Okay, so we know that all the rectangle should has 4 sides, should be 90, right? And also the opposite side are equal. But okay, as you can see here, the diagonals are not perpendicular. Okay, we know that if you remember. Okay, the diagonals for the rectangle, this one here is not 90, not 90. But for the rhombus, okay, we know that this one here and this one here, this one is, it's 90. Okay, so in order to understand this one here is a rectangle shape or a rhombus, okay, the information here is not enough. The information, okay, is not enough. Okay, so how can I make this one enough in order to make this one rectangle? So to make this one rectangle, should, let's say, should, okay, should say, okay, diagonals are congruent, or he just can say that diagonals, okay, diagonals, okay, are not perpendicular line. Okay, so he should mention one of the information in order to make this one, the conclusion should be a rectangle. Each quadrilateral is a parallelogram. Determine whether each parallelogram is a rhombus or not. Now, as you can see here, it's saying we need to understand, is this one a rhombus or not a rhombus? And we know that the rhombus, what is the thing that make the rhombus special, the difference between rhombus and rectangle? So we know that rhombus, okay, if you remember, let me write it here. So you know that rhombus, okay, diagonals, okay, diagonals bisect each other, that they have 90 degrees, and okay, but the square, so not the square but the rectangle, okay, if you look to the diagonals, okay, this one not 90, okay, it's not 90. And what else? Okay, also the diagonals, this one here and this one here, okay, diagonals, why I'm always forget the diagonal are equal, okay, here diagonal are what? Diagonal are not equal. Okay, now focus on the question here. So question number 5, is this one a rhombus or no? What do you think? Yes, this one is a rhombus, because why? Because it's a 90 degree here, because okay, we can just say because how we can say it, perpendicular bisector, or we can just say because the diagonal, okay, the diagonal, okay, perpendicular bisector, okay, perpendicular bisector means 90. Now question number 6, is this one a rhombus? What do you think? It's given that this side here is equal to this side here, so this one here is equal to this side here, and also we know that the opposite side, this one should equal to this one, and this side here should equal to this one. So is this one a rhombus? Yes, is a rhombus. Okay, yes, because we can just say, okay, I can just say the same side, we know that the same, this one 4, this one should be 4, so this one yes is a rhombus because the same side are equal. You can just say same, okay, side equal, or you can just say because consecutive side, okay, consecutive side also equal. Okay, you are free to write which one you want. Okay, next question, is this one a rectangle? Okay, let's check this one. If is ABCD is a rectangle, and it gave me that BD is equal to AC, BD is equal to AC. Is this one a rectangle? What I told you about the diagonals, if they are equal, yes, this one could be a rectangle. Yes, so yes, it is a rectangle because, okay, I can just say because diagonals, okay, diagonal are equal. Okay, next one, question number 4, is this one could be a rectangle? What do you think? We know that the rectangle, this one here is equal to this one here, and this one here should equal to this one here, but as you can see the shape, it's telling you that all the 4 sides are equal, means this one is equal to this one, means to equal this one is equal to this one. And is the rectangle has 4 sides are equal? No, this one is not. We can say no, it's not a rectangle. Okay, why this one is not a rectangle? Because it has 4 equal, okay, equal sides, and the rectangle, it has only 2 opposite sides are equal. Now check this question number 7 and 8. Question number 7 is saying, is this one a square? Okay, and it's saying JKLM is a rhombus. So is this one a rhombus or square? What do you think? Okay, so if you check this one, there is a 90 degree in the middle, and it's saying this one is a rhombus, and the diagonals also here, okay, the diagonals here are equal. Okay, so what do you think? Is this one a rhombus or a square? Okay, if you look to this shape here, Okay, this shape here could be a rhombus or it could be square. Okay, because the rhombus and the square, they have the same properties. So I need more information. So I can say this: I need, okay, more information, okay, to represent is this one a square or a rhombus. Okay, I can say I need more information and mention, okay, the question should mention this one here, mention, okay, mention is a parallelogram, okay, parallelogram, because this one it's just saying it's a rhombus, okay, and here the rhombus could be a square and it could be a rhombus, because square, you know that the square has all the properties of the rhombus, the same properties of a rhombus, it's working for the square, okay, except the diagonal. So but we need to know here, it's not enough information. Okay, here conclusion, it's PQRS is a square. PQRS is square, so this one is equal to this one is equal to this one is equal to this one. So can we know is this one square only? How I know this one is a square? Okay, okay, I need more information. Okay, I don't know because rhombus, okay, because we know that rhombus, this one is equal to this one is equal to this one is equal to this one, and the square same thing, this one equal to this one, and this one. So how can differentiate between the rhombus and the square? Okay, we know that the square, this side here is equal to this side here, okay, but the rhombus, this one here, is not equal to this one here, right? Okay, because you know that the square has a 90 degree here, 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree, but the rhombus here, it's not 90, this one is not 90, this one is not 90, this one is not 90. So I need more information, okay, I need more information about the angle, okay, about the angle, okay, and because if the angle is perpendicular bisector or equal 90, okay, so it's a square. If it's not 90 or perpendicular, so it could be a rhombus. Okay, so I need now to know more information. Okay, so that's it for the lesson of today. So I know the lesson today is more proving things, but you just need to study these. Okay, and if you have any question, please ask me, and please focus on this table, because this table is just showing you all the important information about the rectangle, rhombus, and square. Okay, I hope you understand this, and good luck everyone in your test. Have a good day and see you. Bye bye.